The following broadcast is a copyrighted production of 412 Communications. Any non-personal retransmission of this broadcast without the express written consent of 412 Communications is hereby prohibited.
Saturday coverage of University of Delaware Blue Hens hockey on the Delaware Hockey Network begins in just a few minutes, with the Delaware Blue Hens women's team looking to complete a weekend sweep over the Purple Eagles of Niagara University. A most pleasant good afternoon to you all. James Witherite joining you from the 412 Communications press box here atop the stands at Fred Rust Arena, as the Blue Hens look to build on a 3-0 victory over the Purple Eagles, Niagara's first defeat of the season. Hens looking to keep it going, looking to improve above the 500 mark on the year as we take you right to the Limestone Pension Associates lineup cards. Starting on the Delaware side, Maddie Boyle in net for the Blue Hens, looking for her fourth shutout this season after pitching another one yesterday. We'll see Sam Schultz, Jess Pitnello. They combined for both goals that this Delaware team had against Maryland on the road. They'll be alongside the native Delawarean Lena Murto on the top line. We'll see Mia Bonfilio and Ella Herzog on starting defensive duties. On the other side of the red line, Niagara's Purple Eagles undefeated before their 3-0 loss last night between the pipes. It will be the product of North Bay, Ontario, Emma Nadeau. She's 1-0-0 on the year. Her lone start resulted in a shutout for Niagara. Kayla Bukowski, Mary Whalen, Zoe Hallowell will handle starting duties up front. We'll see the leading goal scorers for this team, Amber Nemus, number 34, and Ryler Melander, number 77. As the game progresses, they with 6 and 4 goals respectively. Caitlin Kester, the Buffalonian, number 81, has accounted for 4 goals and 2 assists so far this season. So a trio of point-a-game forwards in the lineup. Jalen Melcher, the other point-a-game player on this team, out of action today, along with Alyssa Carib, Skylar Berube, and Maya Castellan. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. And the Delaware Hockey Network is brought to you all season long by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg. With a listen-first approach that creates a unique solution for you, the expert team at the Law Office of Long and Greenberg are committed to providing empathetic and compassionate legal representation for individuals who have suffered injuries. To schedule your free consultation today, call the Law Office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com. When we come back, it'll be go time on the Delaware Hockey Network for the first of 3 on our card today. The Delaware women taking on Niagara. We'll be back in just a couple minutes with today's opening introductions.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the Law Office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the Law Office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
This afternoon, the American Collegiate Hockey Association presents a women's Division II matchup between the visiting Niagara University Purple Eagles and your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Here are today's starting lineups. For Niagara, starting in goal from North Bay, Ontario, number 31, Emma Nadeau. On defense, from Tonawanda, New York, number 7, Sarah Primiano. And from Corfu, New York, number 12, Haley Luderman. At left wing, from Lewiston, New York, number 10, Mary Whalen. At right wing, from Amherst, New York, number 44, Zoe Hallowell. And starting at center, from Lancaster, New York, number 30, Kayla Bukowski. It's that time, Blue Hen Nation. Let's meet the starting six for your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Starting in goal from Larchmont, New York, number 30, Maddie Boyle. On defense from Poughkeepsie, New York, number 15, Ella Herzog. And from Reading, Massachusetts, number 14, Mia Bonfilio. At left wing, from Smyrna, Delaware, number 19, Lena Murto. At right wing, from Fairfield, Connecticut, number 29, Jess Pittonello. And starting at center, from Downingtown, Pennsylvania, number 24, Sam Schultz. Your Blue Hens are coached by Ken Deming, Blake Hill, and Kendall Smythe. The on-ice officials for this afternoon's game, as appointed by the American Collegiate Hockey Association, are Steve Cannon and Brad Howington. Fans, at this time, we ask that you direct your attention to the American flag located directly above center ice, as we honor our friends and neighbors to the north with the singing of O Canada, followed by the Star-Spangled Banner. O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land, glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. And it's go time from Fred Rust Arena for the first of three on this final Saturday of October. The Delaware Blue Hens back up to 500 after their 3-0 win yesterday over these same Purple Eagles. Hens traveling left to right in opening period play, clad in their home whites, blue helmets, blue pants. Backstopped by Maddie Boyle, who earned her third shutout of the year yesterday at Gold Arena. On the other side of the red line, Niagara looking to get back in the win column after being handed their first defeat of the year last year. Emma Nadeau will try to get the Perps back in the win column. One game for the native of North Bay, Ontario this year, and for her it resulted in a shutout victory. Brad Howington will have the opening face-off. Bukowski to take the opening draw for the Perps. Sam Schultz will do the same for the Blue Hens. In come the centers, and off we go. Hens control the opening draw. Herzog tries to float the puck towards Schultz, but it's taken away. Heavy congestion near his side. Mary Whalen, the catalyst of that turnover, but Pitnello recovers for the Blue Hens and throws the puck in behind the Niagara goal. It caroms beyond the reach of Murto. Bonfilio swats it toward the cage off the stick of Luderman. It ends up in the near corner, corralled by Pitnello. Pitnello chips the puck up the corner boards to Schultz. Angled by Luderman, nearly away from the puck now. A two-a-side battle for the vulcanized rubber develops in the near corner. 45 seconds into opening period play. Referee Steve Cannon imploring that battle to break up. Ultimately it does. Murto with a centering pass to Schultz on the doorstep resulted in a blocked shot. This is cleared by Luderman from her own blue line. Niagara changes. Hens hustle back into their own zone. Stepping up to hold the point was Grace Miller, but she gave the puck away to Pitnello. Jess Pitnello gains red. That first group was on for 75 seconds. Long shift for the Blue Hens. Fresh complement of skaters. Riley Lemberg working in the far corner with Rosenthal, trying to keep the momentum in Delaware's favor. But the puck is ultimately taken away by Michaela Nichols in Niagara Purple. Bukowski to Whalen. Zone cleared. Olivia Huddy, one of three Delaware goal scorers last night, recovers just above the stripe and dumps the puck back in Niagara territory. Melander couldn't bring it free. Downing Recovers for the Hens just above the Delaware blue line. Cross ice pass found Julian Nema. She dumped the puck back into the Niagara zone. Forechecking pressure comes in the form of Riley Lemberg. But Luderman's able to complete the breakout pass to Caitlin Kester, joint leading scorer, 4 goals, 2 assists for her on the season. One of 3 Purple Eagles with 6 points on the year. The others Whalen and Amber Nemes, whom we've yet to see. Nemes on the ice right now, working back into her zone and icing against Delaware. We'll give the Perps an attacking zone faceoff. $17:34 to go in the opening period. Riley Lemberg across from Tahara on the faceoff, and the Hens clear. Botched breakout pass from Luderman, held in by Carly Marzano. Marzano in a mini 1-on-2 in the near corner, tries to stick handle free. She's got some help behind the cage from Woods. Puck skitters loose. Samantha Friend chases it down for the Purple Eagles, and this is pushed clear. But Tahara couldn't chase the puck down. Evie Hill on the back check, holding the blue line for the Blue Hens. And now Bella Donovan charged with clearing the puck. She connects with Patrick. Liana Patrick up the right wing boards. Looking for a lane. Luderman keeps her pinched wide on the way into the zone. Patrick double teamed to Julia Janowski. Shot from an awkward angle. Goes well wide. There, a close-up shot from Evie Hill, turned aside by Nadeau. The rebound remains in Delaware's control. Puck worked up the near wall by Thrush to Donovan. Janowski backhand onto the doorstep. Essick not in position for the net front redirect. Thrush emerges up the left side, cycles to Hill. Hill's shot at the point was blocked off the stick of Bashaw. Zone lost. Delaware regroups in neutral territory. Donovan launches the puck in after being sure to gain the red line. And a fresh pair of defenders come on for Delaware with 4 minutes elapsed in the first period of a scoreless hockey game. Only 1 shot on goal so far, and it belongs to the Blue Hens. Bonfilio looking for a second, weaves one through, but it takes a bounce at the top of the crease to the far side. Rebound corralled by Bukowski. This is cleared. Primiano sent the puck up ice. It was off Essex stick, so there's no icing. And forced back behind her own goal to recover is Ella Herzog. To Thrush, cross ice feed, finds Murto. Murto steered to the far corner by Michaela Nichols, stripped of the puck. Perps recover in their zone as we near the 5-minute mark, but the breakout's foiled by Schultz. Quick shot from her, caught and held for the pause and play by Emma Nadeau. Here it comes again on the Delaware Sports Medicine instant replay. Breakout pass foiled. Schultz with a rapid shot. Time and space galore from 40 feet. But Nadeau with the last word. Niagara with control of the puck after the D-zone draw. Murto couldn't regain it. Melander fires this clear, icing waved off by Brad Howington. And Shaw Downing had to get on her horse to outrace Nemes for the puck in the near corner of the Delaware end. Murto back the other direction, slams the puck off the far boards before heading off for a change. Schultz line is off. Lemberg line is on. Lemberg, Rosenthal, and Nema, the second line for Delaware. Riley Lemberg tied up with Melander, battling for the puck in the far corner. She's got some help from Olivia Huddy, but Huddy couldn't clear. Huddy stays with the puck, her stick lifted on her way into the neutral zone by Kester, and now Nema's got the door open in a 3-on-2. Drop pass to Lemberg, top of the right circle. Back it goes to Nema, working below the goal, gets a shove from Kester below the cage. This worked up to Hill at the left point, which she just maintained. Shot was blocked down by Melander from 62 feet. Recovering for the Blue Hens is Lemberg. Lemberg winds up from the top of the left circle, high and wide to the right. Puck now in the control of Nemes, but she's unable to clear. Good rebound control for the Perps so far as we pass the 6-minute mark of the opening period. But Delaware doing well to control the attacking zone, at least on the whole. Luderman, a couple pump fakes from her on her way to center to try to draw Patrick out of position before ultimately dumping the puck into the Delaware zone. Marzano plays the body on Bukowski and steals the puck. She flips it beyond center, volleyed back by Primiano. Pushed back into Niagara territory with some help from Annie Woods. Here's a 2-on-2 the other way. That shot from Hallowell was steered wide off a Delaware's stick. Howington bit one on his way through neutral ice. And the Blue Hens' Annie Woods unable to set anything up net front. Nichols slowed up at the blue line. This is offside. If you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know just how challenging and overwhelming the recovery process can be. That's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The Law Office of Long and Greenberg will guide you through every step of the process, from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. Call the Law Office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-LONG to schedule a free consultation. That's 302-466-LONG, or visit them online at injuryde.com. First penalty of the game coming up. It will go against Delaware. Morgan Thrush heading off for body checking. So the Blue Hens head to their first Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill of the afternoon. Schedule your first cleaning at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Delaware penalty assessed to number 22, Morgan Thrush. 2 minutes for body checking. Time of the penalty, 7 minutes, 39 seconds in the first period. Thrush, 2 for body checking at 7:39. Melander working through traffic, gets a shot away. Boyle comes up with her first save. Took over 8 minutes for the Purple Eagles to register their first shot on goal. Hill clears. She and Huddy hustle off. The back end replaced by Downing and Herzog. Pitnello and Schultz are on up front. Pitnello tries to pile drive past Melander and generate a shorthanded opportunity, but turns the puck over to Luderman. Back to Melander it goes, up the middle. She enters the Delaware zone. First shot, that's in. Boyle's going to want that one back all day, as Melander gets a power play goal. Here it comes on the Delaware Sports Medicine replay. Melander winds up. Boyle made the initial save. And at the 8:55 mark of the first period, the Niagara Purple Eagles get on the board. Ryler Melander with her 5th of the year. Niagara goal, her 5th of the season. Scored by number 77, Ryler Melander. Time of the unassisted power play goal, 8 minutes 55 seconds in the first period. Melander's 5th unassisted at 8:55 a power play goal. Pittinello couldn't maintain her momentum after forcing the turnover as a result of the delayed offside. But the Hens will gain territorial advantage after an offside pass by the Purple Eagles. Faceoff will come at center. Hens back to full strength. Kester and Schultz. Draw does go Delaware's way initially. That shot from Bonfilio is knocked wide. No icing here against Niagara, as Herzog turns the puck beyond the reach of Hallowell. Schultz can't work it clear. Kester got stick on puck and kept play in the Delaware end. Hallowell tried to line up a shot from the dot, but it was intercepted. Pittinello walked to center and rifles this the rest of the way in. Kester clears up the far side. Melander looking for a second. Chips the puck past Huddy, rolls it behind the goal. Behind the goal, words are hard sometimes. Centering pass sails beyond the reach of Whalen, and Woods turns it the other way. Liana Patrick up the right wing dots. Gains the Niagara zone, shoots. That one blocked. Rebound chance from Marzano was wide. Only 3 Delaware shots on goal so far. Patrick off the one-timer from Marzano was blocked. And only 2 shots for the Purple Eagles have made it on net. Huddy intercepts the failed breakout pass out of the Niagara zone. Walking into traffic. Lost her footing. Lemberg with a shot. Caught and held by Emma Nadeau for a pause and play. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. Perps control the faceoff in their zone. A turnover. Evie Hill with a backhander from 15 feet, sailed wide. Rosenthal controls the rebound. Cycled to Lemberg in the far corner. Morgan Thrush with a cannon from distance, sticked away by Nadeau to the near side, where controlling the rebound is Nima. Lemberg, net front. Thrush scores! The Hens have tied it up. To the Delaware Sports Medicine Instant Replay we go. Nima found Lemberg. Crashing the net was Thrush from high in the zone. She puts away the equalizer, 12-16. Into the first period. And we're all knotted up. Morgan Thrush gets her first of the year. Stepping up for the net front putback of the Riley Lemberg setup. Beautiful passing. Yields good results. A Delaware goal! Her first of the season. Scored by number 22, Morgan Thrush. Assisted by number 21, Riley Lemberg. And number 12, Julia Nima. Time of the goal, 12 minutes, 16 seconds in the first period. Thrushes first from Lemberg and Nima at 12-16. The Boyle save. Face-off comes to her left in the Delaware zone, and this goes Delaware's way. Pittinello with a shot from distance. Turned aside to the far corner by Nadeau. Maintained by Schultz for the Hens. Bonfilio keeps it in. Schultz out of traffic, paves away to the net. Tries to walk one in close. Didn't get the angle on the net front tip in, but chases down her own rebound near side. Luderman plays the body. Schultz fishes the puck free. Herzog floats the puck from the right half wall toward the cage, but it's directed to the far side. Schultz again winds up from distance. This shot caught and held by Nadeau for a pause with 6:09 to go in the first period. We're all knotted up 1-1. Face-off stays to Nadeau's right. As Kester is joined in the circle by Carly Marzano, who proved victorious in that face-off. Face-offs are 6-6 to this point in the game. Patrick at her blue line to Marzano. She floats the puck in from high. This is covered by Nadeau for a pause. Kester wins the draw to the left of her netminder for the Perps, but they can't clear. Now with space, here's Melander. She beat a defender. Melander versus Downing. Melander backs in. She walks in toward the cage. Boyle freezes for the pause. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont, open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch, or to place a catering order, call 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. Opposite side face-off. Coming and controlled again by the Purple Eagles. Bukowski been solid in the circle so far for Niagara as Boyle freezes for another pause. Lemberg victorious this time. Face-offs even 8-8. With inside 5 minutes to go in the first period of a 1-1 hockey game here at Fred Rust Arena. What a day for the Hens ACHA teams yesterday as the women beat Niagara 3-0. The men's Division II team beat Drexel 4-0. And the men's Division I team beat Liberty for the first time in close to 7 years, 6-3. In a game that those gentlemen will remember for the rest of their lives. And the best part of it, they'll look to do it again tonight. Nichols could not clear. Murto to Pittinello in the slot. Her backhand shot as she was outnumbered by Purple Eagles was blocked. Pittinello gets her own rebound. She feeds to Evie Hill at the left point, but that shot was wide of the post. This is cleared from deep in Niagara territory, and it will come back in icing with 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go in opening period action. And a 1-1 score before us. Face-off coming to the left of Emma Nadeau. As the sounds of the tragically hip fill Fred Rust Arena, and the Hens win the attacking zone draw. Working through traffic was Pitnello, but she was stripped of the puck by Nichols as she tried to cut through the slot. This is cleared. It will be another icing. And Delaware will try from the opposite side on this faceoff. NCAA rulebook in effect here in ACHA play, so the non-offending team on icings, likewise the non-offending team on penalties, gets to choose which side from which they want the faceoff. Final 200 seconds of opening period play, tied 1-1. Liana Patrick, surrounded by 3 Purple Eagles, could not clear, or could not maintain the zone, I should say. Working up the near side is Primiano. Puck comes back into Niagara territory. Luderman with space in the far corner. Tries to backhand this over the stick of Marzano. And the Hens are going to be called for a hand pass. With 2:43 to go in opening period play. Face-off comes outside the blue line. It will be spotted right in front of the Purple Eagles bench. Kester and Lemberg took the draw, won by Caitlin Kester from Buffalo. So face-offs have been pretty even all game. 2-on-1 for the Hens. Rosenthal bobbled the puck on her way into the Niagara zone. She's angled to the corner by Nichols, who took the puck away, but could not clear. Holding the point was Huddy. 2:13 to go in opening period play. Olivia Huddy trying to snipe one from long range, foiled by Nadeau. Face-off comes to the far circle. Bukowski and Lemberg. Here's Lemberg with a face-off win. Shot from Hill from high in the zone, sticked away in traffic, and now controlled by Nima in the near corner. We're down to the final 2 minutes of the first period. Score 1-1. Delaware's Morgan Thrush evening the tally after Ryler Melander put the Perps on the board on the power play at the 9-minute mark of the frame. Whalen hassled by Lemberg, driven back inside the Purple Eagles line. Now winding up is Luderman, but her breakout pass sailed right beyond every Purple Eagle she could aim for in the neutral zone, and the Hens turn it back the other way with inside a minute and a half to go. Bukowski hassled by Thrush, turnover forced. Donovan volleys the puck across neutral ice. Primiano gives it away. Rory Essick with a shot from 40 feet. That one tipped over the crossbar. Essick protecting for the Hens. Thrush in the slot, turns, shoots, pad save by Nadeau. Donovan stepped up for his shot. Essick scores! Rory Essick puts one past Nadeau off the rebound, and the Blue Hens have taken the lead. Reeled in by Thrush. And with 55 seconds to go in the first period, Delaware, now 2-1, takes their first advantage of the game. It was Thrush off the rebound. Gaining the puck, leaving it to Donovan. And that's set up for the Rory Essex shot. Final 10 seconds of the opening period. Delaware goal, her third of the season. Scored by number 68, Rory Essex. Assisted by number 16, Bella Donovan. And number 22, Morgan Thrush. Time of the goal, 19 minutes, 5 seconds in the first period. Essex third from Donovan and Thrush at 19:05. The score through 20 minutes, Delaware Bluehens 2, Niagara Purple Eagles 1. We'll be back on the Delaware Hockey Network after the first intermission.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg. Welcome back into the Delaware Hockey Network as we take you to the pair of goals that have put the Blue Hens on top 2-1 over Niagara. Rory Essick in the low slot, giving the Hens the lead. Off the Bella Donovan setup to turn what was a 1-0 deficit into a 2-1 Delaware lead. Morgan Thrush with a goal and an assist for Delaware. And Kester and Schultz take the opening draw of the second period. Face-offs in the first went Delaware's way, 13-9. Here's Lena Murto. Drop pass to Schultz at the top of the left circle. To Bonfilio. She and Schultz change places. Bonfilio's shot is sticked away by Nadeau, held in by Delaware's Lena Murto. Caromed behind the net. Pitnello Schultz on the doorstep, denied here too by Nadeau. Pitnello double teamed off the rebound. Leaves the puck to Sam Schultz. Cycled to Murto. Good puck movement in the Niagara zone, but a pass broken up by Caitlin Kester. Gains control for the Perps. Luderman lowers a shoulder and drives up the right wing boards into Delaware territory. She tries to draw Schultz out of position before throwing the puck behind the net. On the stick now of Amber Nemes from Whitby, Ontario. This shot from Ryler Melander. Fellow Ontarian goes high and wide. The entire Niagara team comprised of New Yorkers and Ontarians. The Delaware team covers a little bit more territory. With at least a half dozen states represented. Melander slowed up by Lemberg through neutral ice, dove to dump the puck the rest of the way into the Delaware end. Downing turns the other direction, fires the puck into traffic along the far boards, and Melander steals briefly for the Purple Eagles before Downing recovers and clears the zone. Rosenthal enters up the right dots, but she's steered to the far corner by Nichols. Downing could not hold the point. This comes back across near side. Huddy beaten to the punch by Hallowell by just a half second. And the Hens find themselves back in defensive territory with 2.5 minutes gone in the second period of a 2-1 game. Advantage Blue Hens. Huddy with space leads a 2-on-1. She's steered to the far corner by Luderman. Huddy continues to stick handle, trying to pave a way to the net. Couldn't set up Nima in the mid slot. Nima gets to the puck in the near corner. She fires this high to Huddy. Huddy tried to wrist one from 45 feet, but didn't get good contact on the puck. It comes down on the stick of Bukowski, who clears. Huddy recovers, delayed offside. Signaled as the Blue Hens change. Everybody tags up coming onto the ice. Rosenthal went off the ice at the door that is inside the Niagara zone. So she had to be off. Her replacement had to be on and onside in order for play to continue. From Delaware's standpoint, ultimately they get everybody in proper position, and here they come again, mounting an end-to-end rush. Annie Woods with a shot from 25 feet, caught and held by Nadeau for a pause in the action. Marzano crashes the net. but was not to be off the draw. Our man Daniel. Keeping the press box in tip-top shape for us. We appreciate all he does behind the scenes. Melander bulldozed up the left wing boards out of the Niagara zone. Into Blue Hen territory, but was kept wide on her way in. Puck extracted by Marzano from a pack near side. Herzog tried to throw this ahead to Patrick, but she's outraced for the vulcanized rubber by Melander. Melander leads a 2-on-3. The Hens back check caught up with her, outnumbered her. Loose puck corralled by Bonfilio as Melander goes tumbling into Boyle's office. Essick lumbers the other way. Luderman angles to the puck in front of her. Can't clear it. Janowski protects for the Hens. Set up in the slot area for Thrush was canceled out by the back-checking Ryler Melander. Essick turns play behind the cage again to the far wall, where Julia Janowski, they call her Mike in the room, we don't know why, failed to maintain the Hens' momentum. Kester worked as far as the Delaware line before ultimately losing control of the puck, and this will come back an icing against the Blue Hens with 5 minutes gone in the second period of a 2-1 hockey game. Delaware with the advantage on home ice, looking to complete a weekend sweep. Face-off will be to Boyle's left. Delaware cannot change off the icing. Bukowski in across from Janowski. And Julia, Mike Janowski, as they call her, wins the draw. Luderman ricochets the puck off the near boards, but not out. Huddy nearly protected the zone before Hallowell pushed her beyond center. Huddy stayed with the play and the puck, fired across ice pass to Morgan Thrush, looking for her second goal of the game, but a glove save by Nadeau foils that plan. Face-off comes to Nadeau's left with 14 and a half to go in second period play. Schultz and Bukowski, the top centers on. Hens with another face-off win. And maintaining below the net is Jess Pittinello. To Murto. Thrown behind the back of Bukowski, back to Pittinello. Play still centralized in that far corner. Pittinello cross-lot pass. Murto shot! Bobbled by Nadeau. The rebound chance from Pittinello was wide of the post. Grade A chance for the Blue Hens to maybe get a third, but Pittinello on the rebound putback didn't have the angle she'd hoped. Here crashing the net, she didn't get stick on puck. It's pushed clear but maintained by Huddy. Huddy, net front, Pittinello, no, not again. This one on the doorstep, directed by Melander and covered by Nadeau for a pause. We'll take you to the Delaware Sports Medicine replay. Murto with the strong shot. Pittinello had plenty of net to work with. To try for a rebound putback, but the one thing she didn't have was the angle. Niagara trying to work up ice out of their zone after winning the D-zone draw. And Caitlin Kester carries this past center before taking aim from distance. Puck ricochets off the end boards. It's steered by Bella Donovan to the near corner, but not out as Bashaw protects. Bashaw hassled by Lemberg in the far corner, and we've got a Brad Howington whistle bringing play to a halt as he signals a hook. Lemberg's going to go. For hooking, and Delaware's going to go to the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Kester and Schultz took the draw. Holding the left point was Luderman. Delaware penalty assessed to number 21. Riley Lemberg, 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 6 minutes, 57 seconds in the second period. Lemberg, 2 for hooking at 6:57. Herzog tried to gain space. Quick shot from in close off the stick of Caitlin Kester. Caught and held by Maddie Boyle for the stoppage. Friends, if you're like me, healthy living is important, and Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help you and your family stay healthy at home with periodic sanitization and disinfecting of your trash and recycling bins. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Bukowski fans on the shot. Puck still in Niagara control. Kester tried to walk one in from just behind the cage to no avail. Kester tied up in the near corner by Huddy. Kester turns opposite side. And Boyle slams the door on her. 8 minutes gone in the second period. Delaware with a 2-1 lead over Niagara, and just over half the penalty to Lemberg expired. That shot from Melander was wide. Only one A-grade chance for the Perps so far to Delaware's 4. Marzano tracked down a bouncing puck high in the zone, and she threw this clear. Hill crashes the net. Nadeau falls on the puck and dislodges the net, trying to push off to cross post to post. The Hens will gain themselves an attacking zone draw with 29 seconds left on the Lemberg penalty. 11:32 to go in the second period. And a 2-1 lead. Grace Miller brings the puck down ultimately for Niagara after a face-off was contested for a good few seconds after the puck was dropped. Solid shot from Patrick. Foiled by Nadeau. Here it comes again. Schultz with the steal in the far corner. Centering set up. Liana Patrick with a cannon from 25 feet. But to no avail. Long pass finds Nemus. Backhand shot covered by Boyle for the pause again. So a Niagara fast break gets them back into attacking position, but the Hens are full strength. A successful kill from them brings us to the 9-minute mark of the second period. Morgan Thrush tries to skate out of traffic, turns the puck over. The shot on the doorstep was blocked. Follow-up chance steered wide. Race for a loose puck goes to Evie Hill, but she cannot clear. The other 7, Sarah Premiano, holds at the near point. Bodies pile around her, and Hill emerges now with time and space. Evie Hill, solid 200-foot player. Steered to the far corner by Luderman. Centering pass, tipped off Premiano's stick. Thrush looking for her second goal. Gets a shot away from distance. Nadeau with the save. The rebound pinballs about in a congested slot and trying to clear. Primiano does this time with a help of 4 from Bashaw. Hill behind her own net. We've reached the halfway point of the game, or we're closing in on it anyway, with Delaware up 2-1 over the Purple Eagles of Niagara. Delaware handed Niagara their first defeat of the season last night at Gold Arena, just across the street from Fred Rust Arena. All Delaware's top 2 men's teams were laying a beat down on Liberty and Drexel respectively. Thrush lunges to try to swat the puck into the Niagara zone after losing her footing at center. Hill, with surer footing, throws the puck up the far boards from her own end, and this will come back an icing with 9:14 to go in second period play. Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. So how do you get your voice above the fray? 412 Communications has myriad solutions to build bridges between your brand and its clientele. Broadcast to social, print to digital, the 412 team will put their 40-plus years of experience to work for you. East Coast, West Coast, and everywhere in between. Let's talk about how to get you noticed. Visit us at 412communications.com today. This rifled by Kester in behind the Delaware goal. 8:50 to go in the second period. Puck is tied up in the near corner of the Blue Hens' end. Bonfilio walks this up the left boards. Shot from the top of the left circle, stick checked, a little bit slow, but caught in the end by Nadeau for the stoppage. Eight and a half remaining in second period play. Lemberg back on the score sheet this weekend. Wins the attacking zone draw. The Ella Herzog shot was blocked. Rosenthal to Nima behind the net. Her stick lifted by Primiano, who stole the puck but failed to clear. Rosenthal recovered for the Hens. Bonfilio leaves this to Herzog. She winds up again, throwing the puck off the pads of Nadeau. Follow-up chance on the welcome mat from Rosenthal was high and wide. Julian Nima steered behind the net. Lost control of the puck. She was bothered by Haley Luderman. This controlled by Lemberg. She held the zone for Delaware, fired a cross-ice feed to Nima. Her shot shoveled behind the cage by Nadeau. That's the 23rd Delaware shot on goal of the game. Rebound is tied up just inside the blue line near side. A two-a-side scrum. Breaking free now is Mia Bonfilio. Lost control of the puck after gaining space. She stays with the play, but Primiano offered resistance to her. Thrush couldn't reel it in for the Hens below the cage. Luderman clears. Herzog volleys back to center. Bukowski confronted by Thrush, and Thrush maintains control for the Hens. Now Lemberg enters off a feed from Bonfilio. She crosses the slot, throws a shot from the right dot into the pads of Nadeau. Rebound controlled by Friend, but not cleared. Thrush double teamed at the near dot, couldn't line up a clean shot. She was bothered by Sarah Primiano, holding close to home on D. Inside the final 7 minutes of the second period, Delaware, despite registering a dozen shots on goal in the second period, have been unable to extend their 2-1 lead. Steve Cannon sends Huddy to the box. Likewise, Mary Whalen. A pair of roughing miners coming with 6:42 to go. In second period play, Delaware up. (2-1) over the Perps. Niagara penalty assessed to number 10, Mary Whalen. Delaware penalty assessed to number 6, Olivia Huddy. 2 minutes each for roughing. Time of the penalties, 13 minutes, 18 seconds in the second period. Whalen and Huddy, 2 each for roughing at 13-18. Purple Eagles win the attacking zone draw after regaining territory. They've taken over in the face-off department, 22-18 at this juncture. Hill up the right, dots. Gains the zone for Delaware. The Patrick shot was sticked high and away by Nadeau. Bonfilio's backhand keeps attacking zone presence for the Blue Hens. Melander hassled in the near corner by Patrick, could not clear the other way. The scrappy Liana Patrick, freshman from Upton, Massachusetts, making a big impact so far. 4 goals and 1 assist in 9 games played. And an adept pesterer and grinder in the attacking zone all season long. This ruled offside by Brad Howington with 6:24. Rather, with 5:26 to go in second period play. Face-off will take place just above the Delaware line, or rather above the Niagara line in front of the Delaware bench. Bukowski and Schultz. Schultz won the draw. Hens re-enter cleanly with Jess Pittinello traversing the near corner. She cycles the puck to Schultz. Bonfilio and Herzog holding down the back end. Schultz stick-handled for about 7 seconds while hassled by Primiano before dishing the puck back to Pittinello. Bonfilio to Pittinello again. Back to Schultz working the near corner, but she's kept wide by Nemus. Centering pass intended for Pittinello, sticked away by Bukowski back to the near corner. Luderman wrists the puck hard to the far side. Pittinello protects. We're back to 5-on-5. The Schultz shot was wide, and the Rosenthal rebound chance covered by Nadeau for the pause. A great opportunity for the Blue Hens as Rosenthal comes crashing in to track down that rebound. But the last word again belonged to Emma Nadeau, who has stopped 25 of the 27 shots she's seen so far this afternoon. Lemberg, centering pass, sails past Nema. This back as far as the Delaware blue line, plus 15 feet before Morgan Thrush recovers. Breakout sailed past Rosenthal, was turned by Miller back toward the Delaware line. Lemberg recovers and enters. Lemberg couldn't connect with Nema on the advancing pass in the high slot. Puck taken away by Kester, driven to the far wall. This caromed behind the net. Miller and Thrush converge there. Bashaw fed the puck by Miller, works it over the Niagara line before Rosenthal turns it back into Perps territory. Inside the final 4 minutes of the second period, Delaware with a 2-1 lead over Niagara in their second of 2 meetings this weekend. 2-on-2 entry was led by Caitlin Kester. She's steered by Downing to the far corner. Puck recovered and cleared by Lemberg. Icing waved off. Murto on level pegging with Melander in the race back to the goal line to recover the puck. Murto hassling Melander, who paves her way back into the Delaware end. She took aim from 35 feet, but her wrist shot was high and wide. Rebound tied up at the base of the Niagara bench as we come to the final 3 minutes of the second. Janowski couldn't dig the puck free. Herzog tries to. Now the scrum collapses. Ella Herzog pitches the puck out from in front of the bench. The rest of the way up ice. Essick won the race to the puck in the near corner to cancel out the icing. Centering pass to Janowski, broken up by Luderman. Luderman winds up and clears. Herzog brings the puck back down, chips it off the penalty box glass. Backup goalie Sidney Butler had to dodge that puck nearly so. Meanwhile, Herzog trying to put one on a tee for Patrick, but slamming the door is Nadeau. Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior like me, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, me and my 27 handicap included, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. DESportsmed.com is the place to go today to learn more. There are 2 minutes remaining in the period. Woods recovers in her own zone. Winding up was Marzano to wrist the puck deep into Niagara territory. Patrick throws the puck across off the far boards, corralled by Melander. Patrick recovers. Melander gives it away to Downing. Delayed offside signal with 1:22 to go in second period play. Delaware up 2-1. Melander muscles up the far boards, hassled by Schultz. Shot from the half wall was blocked. Intercepted by Jess Pitnello, who slowed up at center by Bukowski. 2-on-1 for the Hens. Murto winds up. Shot. Tipped down and away. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. Please set the game clock for 54 seconds. 5-4. Thank you. Things back to order at Fred Rust Arena. Emma Nadeau standing on her head here in the second period. 18 saves, make it 19 as she denies Murto. Wow. Being fair, not the flashiest of saves. She's just textbook great when it comes to her angles. But that's 90% of it. Hens win another face-off. That shot from Thrush made it through traffic, but it was headed wide of the near post before it glanced off Nadeau's pads. Whalen stopped at center, turned the puck over to Hill. Final 20 seconds of the second period. Delaware leading Niagara 2-1. Pitnello, cross-ice pass just above the line. Murto couldn't reel it in. Now to the final 8. Murto, net front feed. Schultz with a shot, caught and held again. With inside 3 seconds to go by Emma Nadeau. Final face-off of the period goes Delaware's way, but the horn sounds before Evie Hill can do anything with it. The score through 2 periods. Delaware Blue Hens 2, Niagara Purple Eagles 1. We'll be back on the DHN after the second intermission.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning. and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today. Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg. Welcome back into the Delaware Hockey Network. Right there, that woman, Morgan Thrush, with a goal and an assist, has had a hand in both of the Delaware Blue Hens' 2 tallies against Niagara. They couldn't pad that lead in the second period, despite firing 19 shots on goal on Emma Nadeau, who has been rock solid for the Purple Eagles so far today. Nadeau has saved 29 of the 31 shots she has faced this afternoon. If not for her heroics, this game is a heck of a lot tighter, or a heck of a lot more wide open in Delaware's favor than it's been. Brad Howington set to drop the puck on period number 3, and they're off. Hens win the opening face-off. It took them a while to settle down possession and control, but they work from left to right into attacking territory. Melander lost her own footing on the way up the near boards out of the Niagara zone, and the breakout pass intended for Bukowski sailed past her, controlled by Sam Schultz in the Delaware end. Up the middle she goes to Pittinello. Here's a 2-on-2. Pittinello steered to the near wall by Whalen. Cycles the puck to Murto. Lemberg cycles into the play. A piecemeal line change for Delaware as the second line works on bit by bit. Pittinello in that puck battle will head off in favor of Nema momentarily as we're a minute into the third period. Rosenthal to Lemberg. Back to Rosenthal it goes behind the cage. She's hassled by Miller. Puck up high to Olivia Huddy. A one-hop from 50 feet wide of the far post, corralled by Nema. Rosenthal again, working the far corner, double-teamed. A poke check from Miller knocked the puck out of her control. Lemberg tries to dig it free in the high slot, but it takes a bounce off Whalen's skate back into the Delaware zone. It was played by a Niagara stick before it took Whalen's skate, so this will come back an icing. A minute 34 elapsed in period number 3. Referee Steve Cannon, who also skates in the Federal Prospects Hockey League, as both the referee and a linesman, drops the puck in the near circle. This goes the Perps' way. Bulldozing up the middle, Amber Nemus was slowed up at the Delaware blue line. A trio of Blue Hen back checkers had the jump on her, and so far this Delaware back check limiting Niagara's chances to just 8 shots on goal for the first 40 minutes. 2 minutes into the third. Hens with a 2-1 lead over the Purple Eagles, looking to complete a weekend sweep. Woods, one-timer from Patrick on the doorstep, fanned on. This is pushed into neutral ice and swatted by Alyssa Bashaw into the Delaware end. Woods recovers in the near corner, backhanding the puck behind the cage to Hill. Ahead it goes to Marzano up the left wing boards. Here she comes 2-on-1. Marzano throws one net front. Patrick couldn't get stick on puck at the edge of the paint. This comes down to the near corner. Liana Patrick pinned to the wall by Luderman, and Kester recovers for the Purple Eagles, clearing to red. Bonfilio coming back the other way. Bonfilio swatted at by both Bashaw and Kester. Carries the puck in over the Niagara line, cycles now to Carly Marzano. Her shot from above the left dot was wide off its intended line. Essick leaves this to Herzog at the point. Back to Essick it comes, cross ice feed to Julia Janowski. Janowski kept wide by a trio of Purple Eagle defenders. Set up Bonfilio higher in the zone, a better angle but longer distance to work with. Thrush down low. Comes out the near side, centering pass. Sails past Janowski. Her stick lifted by Bashaw. Protecting is Bonfilio. This puck taken away by Ryler Melander. And it will come back an icing with 16:26 to go in regulation, and Delaware up 2-1 over Niagara. Timeout, Niagara. The Delaware Hockey Network is brought to you by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg, our presenting partner for collegiate, scholastic, and some youth hockey coming up this season too. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky. 412 Communications. First State Ice Hockey. Delaware Sports Medicine. Limestone Pension Associates. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning. And Carl Dubé Jewelers. Also special thanks to our supporters, the Hooper family from New Jersey. Sponsorship opportunities are available. To learn more, email mjr@412communications.com. Mo will get you squared away on all you need to know about Delaware Hockey Network sponsorship here on the 412. Puck out of play. We'll see the face-off migrate to outside the Niagara line. Janowski wins this face-off. Essick works it around the horn to Herzog. To Thrush near side, she shovels the puck off her backhand into the near corner of the Niagara zone. Janowski double-teamed, couldn't set up Essick just inside the hash marks. This is pushed free by Nemus, recovered by Bonfilio in neutral territory, and now Essick walks it back into the Niagara zone. Advancing pass to Janowski. She sets up Essick on the doorstep. The slap shot from close was wide. Downing steps up at the near half wall to keep play deep in the Niagara zone. She caroms the puck to the far corner, where Essick is canceled out by Melander. Melander's been a strong defensive presence. Despite being listed as a forward for Niagara, she's been all over the ice, wreaking havoc, breaking up passing lanes. Solid player on this Purple Eagles team and their lone goal scorer of the afternoon. Wraparound from Miller. Went awry as she failed to get stick on puck cleanly for the shot chance from close. This reeled in by Friend, given away to Janowski. Gaining center is Thrush before dumping the puck in over the Niagara line. Hens change 5 minutes into the third period. They've got a 2-1 advantage over Niagara. Belladonna to Schultz. Schultz working the top of the circles, looking for a better lane. She flips the puck back to Donovan. Her shot blocked by Primiano. Murto brought down the rebound, tried to set up Schultz in the high slot, but she was caught unawares. That opens the door for Luderman the other way. But the back-checking Evie Hill ties her up just inside the top of the circles. Luderman again. This shot makes it through on net. Boyle up with the kick save. And Murto emerges out of the Delaware zone to head a 2-on-2. Centering pass, Pittanello. Desperation, one-hander, a backhand shot from 15 feet. Covered and held by Nadeau for the pause with 13:57 to go in third period play, and the Delaware Blue Hens up 2-1. The Dubé name is synonymous with fine custom jewelry in Delaware and a 4-generation family tradition dating to 1895. Carl Dubé Jewelers, Also offers appraisal, design, resizing, and repair services. Find something special for your someone special. Visit Carl Dubé on Concord Pike in Wilmington. In Delaware for diamonds, it's Dubé. Bonfilio gets the puck back high in the zone from Rosenthal. Her shot from 45 feet takes a bounce to the near corner, which is maintained by Julia Nima. Nima working below the goal. Brings the puck back into the flat, flips it off her backhand to the far corner and Lemberg. Lemberg flubbed the pass. Luderman pounces, but she's unable to maintain control for the Purple Eagles as Rosenthal steals the puck. Trying to set Lemberg up again below the cage. This one taken away by Primiano. Held in by Bonfilio at the left point, fired in from distance. Puck ricochets off the end boards into the path of Rosenthal. Back it comes to Lemberg. She's steered behind the cage by Bukowski. Lemberg looking for space, brings it back into the low slot, throws the puck onto the doorstep, but it's backhanded away by Luderman to the far corner, where again there's Riley Lemberg to maintain. Bonfilio pokes the puck in to hold the zone. The Nima shot was sticked away to the near corner by Emma Nadeau, her 31st save of the game. Floating the puck up the near wall, Haley Luderman gains the Delaware zone, but the Purple Eagles having to work to maintain possession, control, and momentum. Miller unable to set anything up from below the cage. This puck is cleared by Woods. Annie Woods over the center logo. Patrick made sure to straddle the blue line to stay onside before the entry. Melander on the counterattack, nearly stripped of the puck by the forechecking Woods, but Melander generates a 3-on-2 counterattack for the Perps. She's taken down by Downing as they collide at the near dot. Puck ends up in the near corner of the Delaware zone with 11:45 to go. Delaware up 2-1. Annie Woods unable to work this one up the far side. Holding the zone is Primiano. This shot from close came off the stick of Zoe Hallowell. Boyle with the save and a dislodged net. Gives us a pause in the action with 11:34 to go in regulation. And Delaware clinging desperately to a 2-1 lead. Play will restart to the right of Maddie Boyle. Miller and Marzano, the 17s, converge. Hens win this face-off. Wood chips the puck past Primiano up the far boards into neutral territory. Patrick the rest of the way, overpowered for the vulcanized rubber by Melander. Janowski chips this one over the boards and out of play in the Niagara zone, so it will come back into neutral ice. Ultimately ruled off a Niagara stick, so this stays in the Perp zone. Janowski and Kester taking the draw to the right of Emma Nadeau, who to this point in the hockey game has stopped 31 of 33 shots. This one over the glass near side, another stoppage. Ruled again off a Niagara puck or a Niagara stick. So the faceoff stays inside as the wayward puck is returned to referee Steve Cannon. Kester and Janowski over the near circle. And the Perps come barreling up ice before Tejera was slowed up at center. Thrush below the goal. Dumps the puck to the far corner, pursued by Kester. This brought down cleanly by Tejera. 3-on-2 for Niagara. Tejera slowed up at the blue line by an Evie Hill stick check. Essick the other way. Janowski just stayed onside. This is going to be a throw-in from distance caught by Nadeau for the pause. 10.5 minutes to go. Delaware with a 2-1 lead. With a listen-first approach that creates a unique solution for you, the expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg are committed to providing empathetic and compassionate legal representation for individuals who have suffered injuries. To schedule your free consultation, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-LONG or visit injuryde.com. Jess Pittinello working back up ice off the setup from Murto. Shot from Schultz, covered and held by Nadeau for save 32. Faceoff's going to come to Nadeau's right. Lemberg and Kester over the far dot. Niagara wins the draw as Hallowell bullies her way to the puck, throws it up the far boards, but she's guilty of an icing. Upcoming Delaware women's hockey on the DHN. Not next weekend, but the weekend after. The Hens host Navy on Saturday, November 11th. Military Appreciation Day at Fred Rust Arena. And then they will host the Profs of Rowan University on Sunday, the 12th. This is offside. Lemberg works the puck over the line and back in. Rosenthal in the far corner after Lemberg lost her shot lane. Punches the puck from that far corner behind the goal to the near side. Kester recovers. Unable to clear the zone was Whalen. Downing held the right point. This taken away by Melander. Walked up the right dots into Delaware territory. Melander draws the penalty. And the Hens will go down a woman with 9 minutes and 18 seconds to go. Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill time. As Niagara pulls out all the stops now in an attempt to level the score. Schedule your first cleaning at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Delaware penalty assessed to number 6, Olivia Huddy, 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 10 minutes, 42 seconds in the second period. In the third period, correction. Huddy 2 for tripping at 10:42 in the third period. Puck out of play on the Delaware bench. Winning the draw was Bukowski for Niagara. Whalen throws a shot in. It's tipped sky high at the top of the crease by Boyle. Hill below the goal. Chips the puck beyond the reach of Mary Whalen, but not free. This held in by Bukowski. Lining up a hard shot from the half wall was Luderman. Again, Maddie Boyle slams the door. Face-off again comes to her outside. 1:17 to go on the Purple Eagles power play. 8:35 to go in the hockey game. Delaware with their backs to a wall in this penalty kill, holding a 2-1 lead over the Niagara Purple Eagles, trying to seal a weekend series sweep. Luderman to Kester behind the goal. Holding center point is Nemus. Kester shoots from the bottom of the circle. Boyle covers. Where's the puck? It's loose. And in off the rebound it goes. Amber Nemus leads the handshake line down the bench. We'll see how this materialized. As Boyle lunging to try to cover the puck. Gave a mighty open net, and that has enabled Niagara to score a second power play goal. And level this game to 2-2. So it was Amber Nemus with her 7th of the season. And we'll see exactly how that materialized. It was Kester with the assist. Putting the Perps back on level pegging with the Blue Hens. Niagara goal, her 7th of the season. Scored by number 34, Amber Nemus. Assisted by number 81, Caitlin Kester. Time of the power play goal, 11 minutes, 58 seconds in the third period. Nemus' 7th from Kester at 11:58, a power play goal. The final third of regulation in the third period is upon us. Final 9th of regulation overall is upon us. A 2-a-side deadlock between Delaware and Niagara, made entirely possible by the Purple Eagles power play. Melander back in her zone. Into a swarm of Delaware forecheckers, cedes possession. It was Schultz who stood Melander up. Bonfilio looked shot, but to no avail. Luderman below the goal, stripped of the puck by Pittinello. Just Pittinello dishes this back to Bonfilio at the left point. Shot blocked from distance. Tahara comes down with the puck but cannot clear. This picked up by Caitlin Kester. 2-on-1 for the Perps. Kester dekes past Herzog, and she's going to go. The Steve Cannon whistle sounds. And Herzog is ruled off for a trip. Not where the Blue Hens want to be. After both of their goals against. Have come on penalty kills. Niagara 2 for 3 on the power play. Delaware penalty assessed to number 15, Ella Herzog. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 14 minutes, 32 seconds in the third period. Herzog 2 for tripping at 14:32. As mentioned, the Perps power play striking at a 67% rate. So far this afternoon. 4:40 to go. Delaware 2, Niagara 2. Hens down a woman for the next 70 seconds. Luderman up the right wing boards. Sticked at by Marzano, but maintaining control. Luderman up the near side. Stops just shy of the line, cycles to Bukowski. She's kept wide by Patrick. Melander waiting at the top of the zone. Now she's got the puck. She flips it back into the corner beyond Bukowski's reach. Olivia Huddy chips it away. Huddy with space, winds up to try to clear. Melander protects the point. Nemus looking for another. Throws one from 40 feet over the crossbar off the back glass. This comes down in front of the Delaware bench, controlled by Miller. She throws a puck through long-distance traffic. It's sticked aside by Boyle to the near corner. Melander and Hill converge there. Winding up, Liana Patrick clears. Inside 4 minutes to go in regulation. It's a 2-2 hockey game. Herzog will be free in 10 seconds. Forechecking heat from Riley Lemberg, disrupting Miller's breakout attempt. Lemberg with stick on puck right now, brings it back up the right side. Cycle to Sam Schultz in the corner. Hens back to full strength. Centering past Lemberg, that's wide. She's taken off her feet on the slot by Kester. Puck ends up in the far corner, controlled by Julia Nima. She tries to throw this one in from an awkward angle, but it's intercepted by Luderman as soon as she got rid of it. Bonfilio couldn't hold the point or the zone, and she's going to go for a trip as Caitlin Kester was taken off her feet. Hens cannot be happy with Bonfilio getting called for a trip there, as she appeared entirely to be playing the puck the whole way. So Delaware back to the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill with 3 minutes and 6 seconds to go. Both Niagara goals have come with the woman advantage. Delaware penalty assessed to number 14, Mia Bonfilio. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 16 minutes, 54 seconds in the third period. Bonfilio, 2 for tripping at 16:54. And Huddy's going to go too. Timeout, Delaware. So a 5-on-3 situation against Delaware. And we'll get word on what the Huddy penalty was from the off-ice officials momentarily. So we didn't get a clean look at the signal upstairs. Looking at the upcoming Delaware Hockey Network broadcast schedule for the rest of the weekend into next week. 2 more games on tap today. The Delaware Men's Division 1 team taking on Liberty at 5:30 Eastern. Delaware Men's D2 hosts Stockton of New Jersey at 8:45. Next week's schedule on your television as well. Full schedule available at DelawareHockeyNetwork.com. Delaware penalty was assessed to number 6, Olivia Huddy. 2 minutes for body checking. Time of the penalty, 17 minutes, 33 seconds in the third period. Huddy, 2 for body checking at 17:33. D-zone face-off goes the way of the Blue Hens. Patrick, Lemberg, and Hill. The iron triangle on this Delaware PK. Lemberg with the steal off the long breakout pass. She marches into the Niagara zone but couldn't get past Melander for a clean shot. Centering pass to Patrick. Tipped off the toe of her stick. Hill tries to keep this in deep. Final 2 minutes of regulation. 2-2 the score between Delaware trying to sweep the weekend and Niagara trying to salvage a split after being handed their first defeat of the season last night at Gold Arena. Here's a 3-on-2 for the Perps. Melander. Deeks past one defender, not the second. She stood up by Lemberg. Hill without a stick, couldn't kick the puck free. Follow-up shot from high in the zone. Off the stick of Luderman goes wide. Luderman, near side. Throws one from the half wall into heavy net front traffic. Bukowski couldn't bring the puck down. Final 75 seconds of regulation. This launched in by Melander. Off Boyle's pads. Rebound controlled by Kester. Kester pushed high by Patrick. Looks for a better lane. She flips this across to Luderman. Final minute of play in regulation upon us. Melander. Bodied down by Patrick. And she's going to go. Scrappy little Liana Patrick. Ruled off for roughing with 49 seconds remaining. So it's a 5-on-3 situation again for Niagara with the waning moments of regulation upon us. Delaware penalty assessed to number 46, Liana Patrick. 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 19 minutes, 11 seconds in the third period. Patrick 2 for roughing at 19:11. Off the Boyle glove save, Kester comes in for the face-off. Across from Marzano. 5-on-3 for 8 seconds. Melander. Cross-ice pass after lacking a shot lane. This skied off the stick of Luderman into the mid-slot. Luderman backhands the puck off the end boards. 20 seconds to go. Net front feed. Sails past Kester. Melander's follow-up couldn't get through. 5-on-4 for the next minute 23. Schultz through traffic lines up a shot from the mid-slot. Caught and held by Emma Nadeau for the stoppage. And what after? Kester yard sailed in front of the net after the whistle. Melander's headed off. So we're going back to 4-on-4. Even strength for the closing seconds of regulation. Last shot from Marzano. No, not in time. At the end of regulation, the score, Niagara 2, Delaware 2. Regulation shots on goal, Niagara 18, Delaware 35. We now go to a 5-minute overtime. And here we look at what's ahead on the Delaware Hockey Network the rest of the day. And into tomorrow, into next week. And as we work closer to the U.S. Thanksgiving holiday. Later today, 2 more on tap. Delaware Men's Division I looks to complete an improbable weekend sweep of Liberty after a 6-3 win over the Flames yesterday. First to occur since January of 2017. Then the Men's Division II Blue Hens take on Stockton. Monday, we take the show on the road to Northeast Philadelphia as we join Salesianum for our 8th season of Sally's hockey coverage there at Father Judge on Monday evening. The Delaware Men's Division I team completes their 4-game homestand next weekend with a 2-game set against Robert Morris of Pennsylvania. Overtime's going to start even up. Should be 3 aside to start, as we see from Steve Cannon. We see that from him. We did not see his signal on the Melander penalty. We'll try to get that information for you from downstairs as soon as possible. Overtime begins. Miller's shot sticked away by Herzog. Kester and Luderman complete the trio on for the Perps. Centering pass, Miller's shot, Boyle's save. Boyle's secondary save and the tertiary save too as she slams the door on Miller. Wow, Maddie Boyle. 1, 2, 3 saves. 25 seconds off the clock. Here's Pittinello, one-on-one the other way. Pittinello puts on the brakes in the far corner, flips the puck to Lemberg. Rolled to Pittinello, nearly taken away from her by Miller. Lemberg's centering pass intended for Pittinello, intercepted by Luderman. Luderman gains center, backhands the puck past Evie Hill into the near corner of the Delaware zone, where Lemberg hits Pittinello on a stretch pass. Jess Pittinello's on a breakaway. Here she comes. She dekes backhand. No, says Nadeau. My, oh my, oh my. Best chance of the game right there. And Emma Nadeau says, no ma'am. We're going to be 4-on-3 for the time being. With Delaware on the Carl Dubé power play, that Patrick shot into Nadeau's pads, swept out of harm's way. Find the perfect something special for your someone special with the help of Carl Dubé Jewelers on Concord Pike in Wilmington. Goal! Shaw Downing puts a bow on a 3-2 overtime win for Delaware. Going top shelf on Nadeau. 1:37 into overtime. Downing opens fire off the Schultz feed. And the Blue Hens earn a 3-2 overtime win. A Delaware goal, her second of the season, scored by number 2, Shaw Downing. Assisted by number 24, Sam Schultz. Time of the overtime game-winning goal, 1 minute and 37 seconds. Downing second from Schultz. The overtime game-winning goal at 1:37, a power play goal. Fans, it's time for the Sid's 3 stars of the game, presented by Sid's Barbecue and Jerky. Today's third star, with 35 saves in defeat for Niagara, goaltender number 31, Emma Nadeau. Today's number 2 star, with a goal and an assist for Delaware, number 22, Morgan Thrush. And the number 1 star of the game with the overtime game-winning goal, number 2, Shaw Downing. So that will do it for us for the first of our 3 games here on the Delaware Hockey Network on this Saturday afternoon. Coming up next, it will be the men's Division I Blue Hens taking on Liberty. Game time 5:30 p.m. here from Fred Rust Arena. After that, the men's Division II Blue Hens will take on Stockton of New Jersey. That's slated for 8:45. So again, the final. Delaware improving to 5-4-0 with a 3-2 win over Niagara, who fall to 4-1-1, mustering the regulation point in their second game of the weekend before heading back up to the Buffalo area. That long 7-hour drive awaiting them now. Awaiting us on the DHN, the men's Division I team taking on Liberty in the second half of their weekend set. Hens did the improbable yesterday, beating the Flames 6-3. Can they complete the weekend sweep this evening? We will find out together in a matter of a couple hours. For the whole crew, Eli Swope, our videographer, associate executive producer Molly Jo Rosen, Broadway Joe Sindoni, and everybody behind the scenes, James Witherite saying thank you for your company. We'll be back for round 2 of Hens Flames. Airtime 5:15 Eastern. Game time 5:30. Chris is ready. I'm ready. I hope you're ready too. We'll see you in a couple hours.